Xuan Ky YouTube channel, Xuan Ky Automation YouTube channel again. So today, the video I will tell you, introduce how to configure local MQTT brokers for automation control system. So actually, I have one. Um, Let me see. I have one PLC Siemens and one IoT gateway, and another I have a local computer. Actually, I already have a video to show you how to set up MQTT broker on the IoT 2050 in part 3. Now, I will show you how to create local MQTT brokers on the local computer setting. Actually, we have seen many video on internet, but my video is complete setting and with the normal MQTT communication or SSL, create certificate or WebSocket and WebSocket SSL. So it's including all in one video. So I break my installation into 4 steps. Firstly, you need to install Mosquitto in your local Windows computer. And secondly, you need to install the OpenSSL software to create the SSL certificates. This is a shelf-side certificate. So that the client can use SSL for access the we have a create certificate for clients, so client can access the data secure communications. Then we also setting the PC environment for OpenSSL. So if without setting environment, so you cannot create local certificate. And then number 3, we create certificate. This software to create, and then the step to create certificate authorization as well, and authentications. This means that username and password for local brokers. So number 4, we will change the configuration file from mosquitto.config. So actually, you have plenty of instruction on the video on internet, but my video is so much different. It's complete all in one. So you can set up port 11883 MQTT with authorization, username and password, and port 8883 for MQTT with SSL or TOS, or port 8083 for WebSocket SSL, and port 8080 WebSocket. So we MQTT broker can communicate with different ports, with different communications. So with my video, you can understand everything from Mosquitto configuration. So by that way, I can make one more video about Raspberry PI. Raspberry PI actually the same IoT 2050, but I will make the completely from installation until we have the configuration files complete. So I don't want to waste your time. We can continue starting. Okay, with the proper configuration, you can use another MQTT client to access the broker easily. I will show you the step by step. My MQTT broker is still running. You can see from here, service. If you check MQTT, you can see MQTT inside the service is running. Where is the MQTT brokers running? See, so when MQTT brokers in local PC is running, so what you do, you just check the setting of IoTs of the MQTT clients. If I use normal port 1883, this is like normal communication without I use local host, is local IP address of my PC, and username and password. I will show step by step how to configure this from server or brokers later. The first time I will demonstrate how you disconnect from a client connect with brokers. I click connect, remember username and password, and port should be correct, and IP address as well. Connect, You see it connect successful. It means that client already successful connect with the brokers. And I will stop this, and I will change the port or communication type MQTTS with security SSL. So actually in my setting, I already set the uh, certificate of server from to client. Without certificate, it's not allowed to connect. Is that example here? I without certificate, I click connect, it will fail. You see, error connection. So what I'm doing, I need to set the certificate. For client want to connect with brokers, it should have the like client certificate. Broker issue this certificate for client. So when I click shell side certificate, it means that any client have the certificate, this can connect to server. Otherwise, it cannot allow to connect. So I'm select certificate, and you see, let me check what problem with this. Maybe something wrong. Shell certificate. Sorry, port wrong. So SSL certificate should be port 8883. Okay, and connect this. Then you can connect successful. In next time, we will go to WebSocket connections. This is an MQTT client is very good for testing your MQTT broker. So I'm using WebSocket with port 8080, 8080, and the username and password, everything same, but because this is no need certificate WebSocket, port 80, so you can connect successful. Wow, because, because I think it requires something, uh, WebSocket, because I enable authorization, so it's not allowed to connect WebSocket without certificate. I think it requires certificate maybe. So I'm trying to, let's see, enable. If I use WebSocket with certificate, I need to shell side certificate and connect this. It it 083, yeah, and connect. Yeah, if I use certificate, it's connect successful. So and I try to normal WebSocket. Let's see what happened with this. And normal WebSocket without certificate, and see what happened. 8080, but we need to double check the certificate, the port communication. Let me see from here. 8084, not 8080. Let me try again. 8084, and without certificate WebSocket, and then connect this. Yes, successful. So we already successful connect on the communication type from MQTT add WebSocket and WebSocket SSL. So let's start. How to configuration. So the first time you need to download the install Mosquitto from Mosquitto broker from Mosquitto website with Mosquitto RE.download, and you download installation file for Windows PC. I make instruction very clearly from here. And secondly, after installation is complete, you can download Windows 60 for OpenSSL to create, and this is the software to create shell side SSL certificate. So you can download exe file from here, 248 megabyte on the website. I already done this, so I don't want to repeat again, but I show you how to create a certificate or by OpenSSL later. After installation, you need to set up environment for OpenSSL Windows 64 setting environments after installation complete. How to set environment? You just tell system environment variable, and use system property like environment. See, edit the system environment. You can enter from here, but I already make it here. You can see. You click advanced and you environment variable, and then you set up for admin user. You click and enter this link to your environments, computer environment. And secondly, you also put it into system variable, open SSL configuration into the system variable. This is like admin user. This is one system. So I put both of them, so it's allowed to access the config files of OpenSSL. So next time you need to go to already here. So sorry, I go to here part in the system variable. You see the part and double click on this or click edit, and you put a line like OpenSSL link dot bin. Remember, yeah, and that's bin OpenSSL Windows 64 dot bin into your environment part, and click OK, and then OK again, and finally click OK, and you can enable environment for OpenSSL 64 to start create certificate. Or after the installation complete, you need to go to step 3, create the authentication and certificate for your Mosquitto broker. Firstly, you need to create a username and password for your local broker. How to create it? The first time you need enter to enter, and go into the folders Mosquitto you install. So to create the txt file name password.txt, you see the name of file. I can show you later. Open my C drive and click program files and go to Mosquitto, then to Mosquitto here, and you can see password. I create a password txt, but normally before doing something, you have the file like this. You can create any users. I create 2 users. That is for simulation. So after that, we can continue again. 2 user I created. Okay, password. Okay, I already saw here, and you use your a command to encrypt password. Encrypt password is create another text. Is not like 1 2 3 4 5 6, but it's encrypt it into the different number. I will show you like this password. After encrypt this, you have a long letters from like this. Yeah, very long. So the password is encrypted. So it's very hard to remember long password like this, right? So open command and then encrypt by this commands. Password.txt, you can see in my video clearly. This is the command Mosquitto password, and use and password.txt. It will automatically generate this the password with different value like this. And secondly, I will show you how to enter it into the Mosquitto configuration file later. And secondly, 3.2 create SSL server certificate. That's one what more important. So I already created, and now I will try to do it again for you to see this. This step, I have a breakdown on the step from here. Mosquitto creates that I can open a folder example for temporary use. Actually, normal I can create into this certificate folder. Because already I don't want to make broken my certificate, I will temporarily put it in my D drive. Example like this temporary. So I will create a temporary folders for testing, just testing. certificate SSL certificate. Is this for testing? Because I already create, I don't want to program this. And then you enter the links. Go to CMD, I want you to run as administrators. So you have on authorized and CD and this one. And you can enter a CD. Something wrong, right? Sorry, I change again. I cut these folders into my document and software. I normally put temporary folders here. Okay, so for here and then copy and CD. Yes, I cannot log inside C drive, D drive. Later I will show, check it later, but now I already log into my temporary folders. So now we start create the SSL certificate. I go small and I go remove this. I will move this to another side from here. Remember, when you create certificate, the data you enter should be the same with server and client. So I will start doing this, create certificate into the SSL certificate testing. So I will open the certificate folders. Yeah, it is a certificate folders, it's nothing inside folder, right? So first time you need to use this command. Okay, Control C and then right click and then enter, and you can see the certificate ca.ky will automatically create in the folder, right? ca.ky. And secondly, you open SSL and out of this create, you convert the ca.ky to ca.certificate, and then you open it as enter, and you can see the value you need to enter into your certificate should be compatible with your client latest. Now this is the certificate for server. So example, I type data from here in her maintenance. So all the data should be the same with the client certificate. So it's compatible with your on certificate. Locality name. Sorry, I have something wrong. Control Z. I need to repeat it. Example like this. Waikato. Example. I need to do something. Okay. And organization name I get NAs. And I will organization unit automation. Example like this. And then common server I will write my name. Okay. And email address I will email.com. So I finished create the server certificate. You can see from here you have the certificate CA cert. Okay, after create cert CA cert, we go server certificate and server keys, and I will create open server.key. So I'm continue doing this, and you can see server.key automatically create into the folders, and server.key automatically creates, and then generate it to server.key, and then enter it again. You can do the same last time and should be the same. Okay, last time news and Hamilton and Waikato, and then NA and automation. You can do our the same Xuan Ky automation, should key on the same name, email address. Okay, after that they say that you're gonna enter the passwords for encrypt in the future, but I can put 1 2 3 4 5 6. Then optional company name, I would NA. I don't put any names from here. Anything related to company, I put NA. So next time I do the same with client certificate. And finally, you have server key and server certificates. Server key and server CSR. You already have this. After finish the server keys, you do another step to create. You need to make another commands. It is final commands to generate the certificate into server.cert. Okay, and generate server.certificate. It is final. It is have the 365 days. It's automatic. Despite the certificate, you can put any values on here. The certificate is available only 365 days, and enter. It's from the starting when you create this, and then press enter, and you can see the certificate created successfully. Certificate request cell size. Okay, see. So all the data should be the same for the client creation in the futures. So I already finished the creation certificate to, yeah, we have all the certificate from here. What you do, just copy. Actually, you don't need on, but I copy on. Actually, just copy on. So then go to Mosquitto. I go to Mosquitto here, MQTT. See the sheet, right? After creation finish, you copy everything, go to Mosquitto. Mosquitto, go to certificate. Just and then paste everything over here. Then we finish already creation server certificate easily, right? I hope you can do it easily, because I I collect many data and there are plenty of information on internet. But my video is more completely easily to understand step by step and full communication of the MQTT brokers local PC configurations. Everything over here already done, so I don't want to say again. And you need, after creation certificate, actually you need to configure everything into Mosquitto configuration file, but we will display this step later, so I will show you next time. And you want to restart the Mosquitto, you need to do a command like this: net stop Mosquitto and net start Mosquitto, and you can reset Mosquitto broker. And if it's Linux, you only use this command to reset Mosquitto. Stop, you can stop or start, and you can, but in Windows you can go inside Mosquitto services, and then you right click and then restart the brokers. If you have a problem on configuration file, the broker will cannot start. And if you see that Mosquitto is running, it means that your configuration file is good condition. And we go to next step, create the client certificate. Okay, we do it again, create a client certificate. I just tell you why we create a client certificate. And I said before, for securities. So example, you SSL MQTT, you need a client certificate to sell sign. The client want to connect the brokers, they need the certificate. So now that is the reason why we need to create a certificate. And one more important thing is inside Mosquitto configuration file, you see my configuration at the end. You see require certificate. You see the line below require certificates. It means that when client need to connect to Mosquitto brokers, it requires a certificate. That is client certificate. This is WebSocket non-884. Okay, we go again. If you disable this line, client connect with broker without certificate. So, but I will tell you later how to disable it. Disable, which just put this value in front of. If you disable require certificate from client, So to create the client certificate, we start from here, and we go to, yeah, the folder is the same SSL certificate for testing. Now we start create certificate client, and then copy this line. I will make it smaller. It's easy to do copy and paste, and right clicks. Sorry. I do it again. Okay, copy. Sorry, something wrong. It cannot copy. I need to type this. Okay. So when you click, when you enter the first command, you can see the certificate client will, you see, client.key automatic create, and then you go to the next step, you certificate request, and you get a client SCSR, and right clicks and then enter. Now you do the same thing when you create the certificate for server. So what you do, you need to enter the same thing, otherwise it's not correct. Before we do the same now, because before we do the same like this, yeah, Hamilton, so we do everything the same like New Zealand, instead of like Hamilton, something around here, but leave it like this, and Waikato, and organization name, I will write in A. See, organization name in A, and I will full name of units, I will automation. Okay, and your name, I will Xuan Ky, Xuan Ky automation, like that. Xuan Ky should be the same everything. Email address .com, and you need to enter the password for HR requires 1 2 3 4 5 6, and they will ask organization name again. What I'm doing just NA is same everything last time I create. And finally, you finish create request certificates, and now let's go to step 3. It is final step, create a client certificate for 365 days. Okay, final enter, and you can see the client certificate created successfully. With the value you enter should be the same with the server. After finish the creation client certificate, we go to another step. Okay, this line you can see. Okay, we leave it because we already created final system. Okay, and you want to reset the Mosquitto by command, you just doing the same in net command netstop Mosquitto and netstart Mosquitto resetters. In online NAS, you can use the command sudo service Mosquitto stop and or start a stop, or sudo system control stop Mosquitto service, or system control start Mosquitto service. And then we put everything together. We go to configuration file. Remember, we have create everything. Now we need to put everything into Mosquitto configuration file. The first time we need to enter authentication, username and password. So in the username and password side, you need to per listener setting true and listener port 1883 and protocol MQTT allow anonymous. This one not allow this require the username and password when enter Mosquitto broker. And you have the password txt file inside Mosquitto folder. And continue with WebSocket SSL. I will open Mosquitto. Oh, it's not enough. I will open Mosquitto for you to see. Mosquitto configuration file. I would double check with this. I will copy this from this to the end, copy and paste into my work file. Okay, from here to the end. Okay, enter, save. I can open directly to MQTT configuration file and show you easily. So actually, when you install Mosquitto, it automatically creates the multiple config file, and there are some values in here to disable. So I don't care on the like original setting. I create everything new from here. I enter a line like this, and listener port 11883 for protocol MQTT, and require username and password, and username and password file is located in Mosquitto folders. And secondly, I create SSL for Mosquitto MQTTS port 8883 and protocol MQTT, and I link on the file of certificate to SSL. And I also require username and password when using SSL, and I use TLS version, that SSL certificate version 1.2, and this one is more important. This requires certificate from the clients. If I don't require, I just remove, disable this like this. But I require certificate. So if I don't require, I can accept MQTT without certificate like this. But when I enable certificate, I need to select from here and link to the certificate. I go to again. After finish SSL configuration, this everything I will share you. I don't keep anything for this. And next time we need to create SSL certificates. WebSocket SSL. So listener for port 18083 for protocol WebSocket SSL. So it requires certificate. So NT allow anonymous fields, and password file is inside here. And require certificate true. Same when you create SSL certificate for MQTT. And finally, you go to WebSocket non-SSL. So it's a normal WebSocket. So it not requires 8084. And then protocol if WebSocket is require username and password. So this is configuration file. I don't care the like the original setting of Mosquitto when I install this. I leave it like this. I don't care this. What I'm doing, just create everything new below. So you can scroll the video and then read it and understand configurations. I will make this again from authentication. Yeah, for authentication, username and passwords, and for SSL certificates, and for WebSocket SSL certificate, and for WebSocket non-SSL. So I've already finished demonstration how to create and install Mosquitto, and I will demonstrate how to test this again. I will temporarily disable certificate, and you can see I will disable require certificate. Okay, I disable require certificates for WebSocket, and Control S, save the Mosquitto, and I will restart Mosquitto again. Restart Mosquitto. I use the command net stop Mosquitto. Okay, Mosquitto stopping. So I restart Mosquitto again. Net start Mosquitto. I will start Mosquitto successfully. So now I will go to, because the Client requires certificates already disabled. So what I'm doing, I open the client. Sorry, I open the clients. I use Mosquitto brokers. Port 8888883. And I use example. I use site certificate to connect or not. Still connect, right? Because now it don't require certificate. But let me see what happened. Alarm here. No, yeah, no problem. Because it's not required certificate, so I am changing this. Example, you click CA signed server certificate. So this is CA signed shell certificate. So this one for client connection. This one for server certificate already created. And I click connect this. It's successful connect, right? So when I connect with WebSocket certificates, WebSocket, I create enter connect. Sorry, I forget to change the port. WebSocket is 8083. See, connect successful. So I try to enable the client certificate again. SSL requires certificate for clients. Enter Control S. This is client certificate requirements. And I restart Mosquitto again. I need to nest stop Mosquitto. Okay, I restart service Mosquitto again. Nest start Mosquittos. Waiting until Mosquitto service restart. And you can see from here, if I don't use certificate, it's not allowed to. I use WebSocket SSL with server certificate, it's not allowed to connect. See, client is not connected. So that is required self certificate. So here you already link with the certificate folders. Yeah, the certificate over here. So when I click connect us, and then client connect successful. So I already demonstrate everything for creation Mosquitto, configuration Mosquitto brokers. Thank you very much for your watching. I think this video very useful for you. Uh, I will upload this work file to internet, so you can easily to configure your local brokers. Thank you very much for your watching. Goodbye. Please like and subscribe my YouTube channel. Thank you.